This point is the opposite world. Not enough, enough, too much, around in our mind, every moment, every day. This world is a world of suffering. This point is the absolute world, the world of stillness and quiet. No, not enough. No, enough. No, too much. Nothing at all. This point is the complete world, the world of truth. Each moment is complete. Not enough is complete. Enough is complete. Too much is complete. Moment to moment, each experience is complete. So, we have opposite world, absolute world, complete world. Which world do you live in? Ha! Today is Hae Jae Day. Outside it's cloudy. Inside, the faces of many sincere people are shining brightly. Today we finished the 3-month retreat and the Kyol Che Kido. Thank you very much for everyone who came and participated in the retreat. Also, everyone who practiced at home, even while you were doing your daily activities. And thank you to everyone who has been supporting us in our practice here. Also, thank you, Winter Kyol Che, for your wonderful chanting and hard training up here in the cold Buddha Hall. And also, thank you to all the Bolsanims and Gosanims who have come and participated or supported the Kido. It's not so cold up here today. Maybe spring's coming, or maybe your bodies make everything warm. Also, thank you to 4 members of our Taejong group who have been getting up early in the morning every day for 90 days and going to the our Daejeon Meditation Center from 5 to 7 a.m. and doing morning practice together. All of these efforts are in what we call in Buddhism the Great Bodhisattva Way, the Great Buddha Way. So why do we do this? Why do people come from all over the world to practice together here? Everybody has a question. What is a human being? What is human life? Satisfaction and dissatisfaction, praise and blame, gain and loss, success and failure, pleasure and pain, around. Is that a human life? Is that the purpose of living? 2,500 years ago in India, Shakyamuni Buddha also had these questions. Even though the technology is so much greater now, even whether you live in a rich country or a poor country, these questions are the same throughout time. What is a human being? What's the purpose of having a human life? Also, what am I? Buddha also asked himself these questions. He didn't know. Even though he was a prince going to be king, he couldn't answer for himself clearly these questions. And they became very strong in his mind. So he only practiced strongly, observing himself closely for 6 years. Each experience asking, what is this? Where does this come from? What in all these experiences is me, is I? He didn't know. He was stuck. Have you ever been stuck? Your mind completely stuck? One morning, in this stuck mind, he suddenly saw a star and got enlightenment. He understood our true nature and the true way, and what is the purpose of human life. He attained the way out of suffering and then lived the rest of his life pointing that way out for us. 70, 80 years ago, everybody in Korea was suffering. Sometimes no food, no shelter, loved ones dying. Now we have a rich country, plenty of food, plenty of clothes, too much clothes. Who's going to buy all those clothes? Still, people are suffering. So where does this suffering come from? Every country in the world is like that. Whether it's a rich country or a poor country. Everyone wants happiness. No one wants suffering. However, we have to realize that our suffering doesn't come from outside situations. Outside situations are always changing. We must understand that all our suffering comes from inside our own mind. Making in our mind, I, my, me. And we do that without even thinking from the time we're baby. Happiness, suffering, good things, bad things, around, is just like the weather in the sky, changing all the time. But the weather doesn't change the nature of the sky. The sky's always vast, empty, and clear. Anything coming and going, sunshine, moonlight, clouds, rain, typhoon, birds, tree, airplane, missile, nuclear bomb, pollution, anything coming and going nonstop. Sky never says, I like bird, I don't like nuclear bomb. If we attach to our bodies and our feelings and our emotions and our thoughts, then we also don't understand our own nature. If we make I, my, me, then we make the weather in our mind and in our life. Then this weather controls us. But if we don't make I, my, me, we realize our true nature, which is bright, empty, wide, and clear, even beyond life and death. Ice, water, steam. Everybody knows their substance is the same, H2O. Then this substance just changes according to conditions. Temperature goes down, H2O becomes ice. Goes up a little bit, H2O becomes water. Nobody cries, oh, the ice died. We don't have a funeral ceremony. We don't have a chesa for the ice. When ice becomes water, nobody says, oh, the water's born. Well, yay. We understand it's just a natural process. Then if we're clear, we can use ice to benefit people. We can use water to benefit people. Our body and our consciousness is the same way. It's all made out of universal substance. The same substance that makes everything in the universe. According to conditions, this substance becomes water, air, earth, fire, a human being, a rock, a tree, an insect, a virus. The same substance, only changing according to conditions. When we die, this body and consciousness also return to universal substance, become something else. Maybe it becomes another human being. Then we're all excited, a baby. When a baby's born, everybody's happy, except the baby. Usually they come out crying. Maybe they understand something we don't. Maybe their mind is, oh no, I'm here again. Back to the world of suffering, happiness, suffering, around. Today, I met an 8-month-old baby. Second time I saw her. First time, she's still inside her mother. Today, she's outside. She's very cute. We were all talking, and then she decided she wanted to talk. So she made very good conversation. I think her Dharma speech better than mine. One time when Seung Sunim was very old, Dae Bong Sunim, another American monk, and I were helping him walk to a car. Then as we were walking, Kun Sunim made a big fart. Pongu. Big. Then Dae Bong Sunim turned to him, while we're helping him and said, very good Dharma speech. Then Kun Sunim said, thank you. Then Dae Sunim, this Dharma speech better than your Dharma speech from before. Then Kun Sunim said, now you understand. So how do we get that mind? How do we return to our original nature that's clear? Yeah, this body will have suffering whether we're enlightened or not. But for most of us, it controls our mind. But with Buchanim, also I saw with Seung not control his mind. He could even use his very sick body in bodhisattva way, helping us become more clear. When we can do that, there's something deeply satisfying about it, independent of the circumstances of our life. So how can we do that? How can we find this, our true nature and truly satisfying life? If you want to do that, even during the activities of your daily life, look inside carefully. What am I doing right now? What is this? What am I? We say I. What is that? What am I? If you keep this mind strongly as you go about your daily activities, then this everyday life becomes the true way when we're not making I, my, me. We can see clearly how suffering arises. Then everything that happens, we won't take so personally, we won't be attached to it. Then we can free ourselves, liberate ourselves, and use circumstances to help others, help those around us. It seems like magic, but it's our natural who we are, and it's our true way. So keep this mind that's aware of what am I doing? What is this? And then this sense of not knowing myself gets stronger and stronger. Finally, one day, you'll see the blue dragon flying in the sky, all the clouds laughing. Then you'll realize your own true nature, and you'll attain that this whole world is my home. Then we don't have to fight over everything. I knew a friend in New York City. He told me one day his 9-year-old son was out riding his bike. Then the boy came home, and he didn't have his bike with him. Then the father said, "What happened to your bike?" He said, "I gave it to another boy." "Why'd you do that? You could have said, you can have a ride on my bike and then bring it back." Then the boy said, "He didn't ask for a ride. He asked for the bike." Who of us can live like that? I feel like shouting "Cots" again. Ha! Why are we thinking? If we begin to see this world clearly, we'll see there's suffering everywhere. I remember in 1982, Seung Sunim gave a talk from a high stand at our Zen Center in America. That time he said to all the students, Buddha saw a star and got enlightenment. Then he said, "What kind of enlightenment did Buddha get?" Everyone was quiet. Then Kun Sunim answered himself, "Star enlightenment." Then he asked everybody, if Buddha was alive today and got enlightenment, what kind of enlightenment would he get? Again, everyone was quiet. Then Kun Sunim said, "I think crying enlightenment, because everyone is suffering." That's 42 years ago. And you can say the same thing today. Even we have everything, we have too much, still suffering. In America, the former President Trump, his niece wrote a book about him and the family. The title of the book is Too Much, Never Enough. Very clear. If we can get enough mind, when we have a lot, when we have a little, when we have nothing, then our minds will become clear and bodhisattva like Buddha. Then when we die, okay, I give my body back to the universe. Pew! Make something else and surprise me. So much suffering inside, outside. What can we do? If we keep a don't know mind strongly, then we can use each thing that appears. Happiness, suffering, success, failure, life, death. We can use each thing to be beneficial to everyone. Then, when you meet someone who is hungry, give them food. When you meet someone who is suffering, ask them, how can I help you? Then you'll attain a true human being and true human life. This is why people come here to practice and why you help those who can practice. If you want this, then let's begin today, right now. What am I doing right now? What am I? Ojik Morapun. That's all. Thank you.